Hello, welcome to a new Fight Night Champion video. So today I'm going to be doing Pernell Whitaker versus Chavez Senior. So if anyone that knows boxing, then this fight would be quite iconic and easy to recognise. So in 1999, Pernell Whitaker was the WC welterweight champion. He went up against Julio Cesar Chavez. Quite controversial, ended in a draw. Many people thought that Chavez lost the fight and resulted in his first loss. Of course, many people thought that Whitaker won, must have included. Obviously, I wasn't around when that fight was happening, but I've seen it a few times and in highlights as well. So today I'm going to be doing obviously the fight. So what I've done is I've gone through their appearances and their stats to what I think represents them at the time. So Pernell Whitaker 96 rated and Chavez obviously 92 rated. Both high quality fighters. Maybe Whitaker's a little bit higher rated, but I did think that during that sort of period he was probably one of the best fighters in the world. Same as Chavez, but I just thought personally that Whitaker was a bit more high rated than Chavez. So what we're going to do is we can jump into the fight and see what happens. So here we go.
36 minutes still ahead of him here, round 1 of 12. You know, it's rare, Teddy, I hear you talk about one single punch having an effect so much on a fight. But in this case, Chavez, with that classic Mexican hook to the body, you think it's going to do wonders against this counterpuncher?
Yeah, because it takes some of the ability to counter away, because part of the ability is to...
So the plan for this fight is just to make sure that I stay away from Chavez's power shots and then just use my counter. Try and make it as realistic as possible, but at the same time obviously try and add a bit more of my own sort of fighting style to the game. So what I've done as well with the appearance, tried to replicate what they look like in 1993 as well, with their gloves, trunks and their shorts. Sorry, their shoes.
Whitaker's defense is now serving him well. Nice job blocking that punch.
It's funny how it's only a few minutes gone in the fight and I've used loads of stamina already. It's probably because I've been moving a lot as well. Good counter there from Whitaker. That's the key as well for this fight. Try and get as many counters in as possible. Stay away from obviously Chavez's power shots. If I can keep him at distance for the whole 12 rounds, or even shorter, I'm sure I'll get the win. Good shot there as well from Whitaker.
We talk so much about Chavez offensively. What about defensively?
Defensively solid. You know, technically really good.
And a big uppercut from Chavez. See him timing that double jab to the head.
I think the key for this as well is to make sure that obviously nothing happens obviously to the defence of Whitaker. If it does, then that's when we get in trouble.
Whitaker's blocking ability is doing well for him there. Last 10 seconds of this first round.
Good counter to end the round there for Whitaker. So we've recovered quite a lot of stamina as well. We just took a few damages, shots to the head. 97% was pretty good, 91% was Chavez. I don't know obviously how intense it's going to be during the fight, but it'll be interesting to see what happens with this. But it's going to be an interesting fight. Chavez not going to go down easy, but we'll have to see what happens.
Here we go, round 2 is underway. Right to the body.
That's the thing as well, like, if you're getting close to Chavez, that's what there's no point trading him as well. It's pointless. Just got to try and stick a move, basically.
Able to cover up along the belt line, blocks that one. Pernell Whitaker's doing a really good job of being defensively sound, of being patient, and waiting for that golden opportunity for some offense to come in the mix.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing. He's waiting for a mistake to be made. You know, he wants a lead out of his opponent right now so he can make a miss and bang, come right back with that hook.
Teddy, his pro career started all the way back in February of 1980 and didn't wrap up until September of 2005 with 107 wins. He was the Energizer Bunny, and you know, one of those classic tales that we always talk about. But when you're
about the body punches,
lifelong warrior,
aggressive, wild shots.
Yeah, it is.
As well.
One of the things that served him for longevity is he did not
stuff
have
like
a
that.
big
If you do that on a
so he
regular
didn't get
basis,
worn out
I think
early.
we'll be able to win this
He
fight.
saved his best for his pro career and gained and gained and gained as he went on.
What about the popularity of Chavez? Now, Mexico has produced so many all-time greats, but it just seems that he is almost like a saint-like figure among the Mexican fans.
Because these are hard-working people. These are people that come from places that are difficult,
really interesting because
and they appreciate
obviously
where
Chavez
he came from and how he got
good power, good body shots as well. So we have to just stay away from those. But it'd be interesting to see how if this is similar to the real fight as well. I mean, obviously you don't want to copy something, but it'd be good if you can somehow relate it in like a video game sort of simulation. It'd be quite interesting. I try not to throw as many punches as normal. I mean, obviously with Whitaker, he didn't throw as many punches as other fighters because of his style and his punch out, but it was loads of his defensive skills. So I don't want to go in there and just throw loads of bombs just because just make it look really good in the video, because that's unrealistic. I'm going to try and keep it as realistic as possible.
To be a strong defensive fighter, you got to block those punches away. This round comes to an end.
Recovery there, 30%. It's nearly 100%.
He wasn't landing a lot of punches. Now he was throwing them up, but it wasn't landing. Is that because
78,
of his opponent's
it's showing he's using a lot of energy just to get off his shots.
It's a combination. First of all, his opponent's
I don't know who's winning that. He'll show up
pretty
in this
good
head
at bobbing,
in this
weaving
next
a
round.
little bit, slipping a little bit, making himself a difficult target, but his punch is a little wide. Needs to shorten them up.
Nice block by Pernell Whitaker.
Jab, pop the jab, use the jab, use the jab. Keep moving.
Good block by Julio Cesar Chavez. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit.
I don't see us winning by knockout just because Chavez is so tough. I haven't landed as many shots as I wanted to on him so far. I'm just trying to wear him down really, because if you can wear him down, that's when you can land all these good shots and stuff on Chavez, but it's easier said than done.
He missed with that headshot.
Get away from the corner.
Yeah, good shot there from there. We've hit him a couple of times on a good counter, but again, because obviously Whitaker's not the strongest to the punch power, obviously Chavez has got the more advantage in
With
power, so we
Chavez
have to see
early on in a fight, how
what
can you get a
happens with
sense
that.
that things can be heading to...
He has caught us a few
Because
times,
his
to be
approach
honest,
never changes.
but nothing I would say
Set up
that's obviously hurt
mentally.
properly.
It's always the same. It's always steady. Even when you go back, look at him in the corner. He looks like he's just out for a walk. He doesn't even take a deep breath.
And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. That was nice.
That's the thing, we can get him lunging when he lunges in, so if we can keep countering, that's when
Yeah,
it will
like
show
running through the rain without
the
getting wet.
effectiveness of our counter punching. Obviously at the minute, it's early days. If he just keeps swinging and missing, then it's going to be a lot easier for us.
Really good work right there, landing the 2 punches in sequence by Julio Cesar Chavez.
I mean, he has hit quite hard, to be honest. I think we'll probably lose this round just because of the punches. And the combo there.
Oh, what an exchange! Whitaker's defense. Is it ever good? Look at how easy he's able to block those punches.
I mean, Pernell Whitaker was a brilliant fighter, to be honest. Like I think he had 40 wins, 17. I think he had 44 fights or 45 fights, 1 draw, 4 losses, 40 wins, 17 knockouts. I think if that's correct. And he captured titles at lightweight, like welterweight, and like middleweight. 4-time weight world champion. Like I said at the beginning of the video, seen as one of the best fighters in the world at one point. I think from probably the early 90s to sort of late 90s, he's probably the best fighter in the world. Unbelievable fighter. 94%, 70% with Chavez. Quite interesting to see what's going to happen with the scorecards. I think we lost one of the rounds so far, but
round number 4 underway.
Bloody, we're losing every round. Jesus, I didn't know that was the case. So it hasn't worked out well for us so far. I mean, I don't know how they're scoring it. Maybe just in terms of punches landed. I mean, we have to obviously land more punches, but obviously you have to be careful because of Chavez is obviously power. Like it's not as simple as just rushing in there, throwing loads of punches. I'm going to try and be a bit more aggressive in this round, but again I don't want to use too much stamina because in the later rounds it could be a good advantage for us.
How about that?
Because Chavez is using a lot of energy or stamina in his first 3 rounds or 4 rounds. This round so far is a bit more energetic, which is good.
Come on, kid, focus now. I need you to focus for me.
And now just wasting everybody's time holding on.
If this fight happened now, obviously it was massive back then, this would be mega now. 2 of the best fighters in the world fighting against each other in a good weight class. They're probably in their primes as well. I mean, Whitaker was definitely in his prime at this point. Undisputed lightweight champion. Like I said, he captured title at light welterweight and light middleweight as well, and then he fought obviously at welterweight. I think he won the vacant title against James Buddy McGirt, I think, to capture the WBC title. Obviously Chavez had obviously beaten like some Mildred Taylor as well, coming up as well. That was a huge, that was a great fight as well, big fight back then as well. That was in '99, so 3 years before. And going into this fight as well, I believe that Chavez was the WBC light welterweight champion as well. So obviously, like, it didn't happen from a welterweight in any part of his career, but from what I can gather, like I've said at the beginning, it was quite controversial. I don't know what the judges were scoring it on, but clearly, from my mind, Whitaker was the better out of the 2. But clearly, obviously, Chavez did enough to get the draw. They didn't have a rematch either. Nothing that could never be materialised. I think Chavez sort of went back and forth between light welterweight and welterweight, eventually getting stopped by the likes of De La Hoya as well. Obviously, De La Hoya was up and coming in the 90s, and Chavez obviously showed his age eventually and got stopped. And these cuts proved to be a problem as well. That's what I remember from the 2 De La Hoya fights. He got badly cut both fights. But obviously, he had no chance at that point in his career. De La Hoya obviously was much more younger and obviously a lot more youthful. I mean, that round was a bit more energetic, like I said.
Keep fighting smart.
Obviously lost a little bit of stamina, but I think that round was better than us in the other 3. Obviously, I could be wrong. Yeah.
You gotta land a big punch now, champ. No doubt.
I mean, he's using half of his stamina, and he's barely been into the second half of the fight. The 5th round, I didn't expect it to go
Chavez has got to
So,
be really
it's not going to
careful
go
there,
obviously
Teddy.
the
I mean,
whole
he's
12, I
leaving
don't
himself
think,
wide
but
open.
And what's
I just
going to
don't
happen
see
next?
how
You know, he's leaving himself open. He hasn't
we're
paid
going
for
to do
anything yet,
serious
but
damage to Chavez
that will be coming before you know it.
during this. But could
Boy,
be wrong.
sharp two-punch combination by Pernell Whitaker. Went to the body there, but unable to connect.
Because I've got shots there on him as well at the start of the round. But look at his health bar, like 5 rounds in. I know we haven't hit him as much as probably we wanted to, but we've hit him some good shots and his health bar hasn't been affected. But then again, same with us, he's barely hit us in terms of like hard punches.
Is able to land a nice clean left
That's a good shot
hand.
there from Whitaker. I think if Whitaker was around now, I think he's 5'5", maybe 5'6". He's quite small for a welterweight. I don't know if he would fare as well as now, maybe because of his era. But like Errol Spence, Sean Paul, Danny Garcia, Manny Pacquiao,
Tried to land that
Crawford.
upstairs and was
Like
off
he
the
might have been
mark.
effective, but he's I think shorter than Manny Pacquiao. I think so. It'll be interesting to see how he would have fared. I don't know if he would have been as good as he would have been in his prime.
The combo lands upstairs.
Interesting. It would have been interesting.
Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs.
That was a good shot there from Chavez. That was another good shot from Whitaker there.
Whitaker
We're now starting
firing
to
off
sort
the
of
big power
slowly
punches. I gotta wonder
throw
why.
punches because we've got a lot of stamina. So
is making a
Chavez
solid
hasn't.
agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard,
that one, yeah.
he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what it come back at him.
Great work offensively, landing that combination by Pernell Whitaker. He's showing what a skilled fighter he is. With
That's the thing. If you stay out of his range, it's quite straightforward. Just jabbing him, picking him off as well with left hand. Really good opportunity to as well. Obviously missed that one there, but
He's tired. He's tired, champ. Come on, now's your chance.
it's strange because normally I've got a tactic of how I normally do this, and how I normally fight people in this game. But because we've had so much stamina recovery every round, I think obviously it's easier to throw more punches later in the fight. Whereas normally I just try and throw as many as I can in the later half of the fight, and I normally try and save
Julio
up
Cesar Chavez with a huge
stamina
left hand.
in the first half. With this, we've recovered so much, like
Jump on him right
every
now.
round, we've got the chance to go
You can see he's trying to
bit more
score up top, but off
aggressive in
the
the second
mark
half
there.
of the fight, which would be in 5 seconds. He's used so much stamina, like it's nearly halfway through the
Chavez
fight.
is gathering
He's
himself
gone crazy.
right
Another
now in the
12%
corner,
recovered.
and his
which is
trainer is really doing him a good service in reminding him, yes, to this point, the later stages of
He's
the
used
fight, you're
49%,
in
he's got
control,
79%
but still,
damage.
go out and do everything we talked about in training camp.
I think he's got a cut. Yeah, he's got a cut.
All right. You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing.
Let's just see what happens now in
Back
the second
underway
half of the
here,
fight.
live fight
I mean,
action.
because he's
Tough
used so
fight
much
to
stamina, I think it's
score.
now
Very,
it's time
very
to
even,
probably
closely contested
be a lot more
bout throughout.
aggressive, throw a lot more
See, the
counter
defense
shots.
pays off as he
Just see
gets
what
rid of that
happens.
downstairs.
He's got obviously a huge health bar, so I don't think we're going to go absolutely crazy, but I think it'll be a good chance
he
to be a bit
just
more
missed
aggressive. Like
that
that took a
headshot.
massive chunk, a huge chunk from his health. He's probably
Really frustrating his opponent now. Chavez is so defensively sound, it doesn't make for an easy target.
No, it doesn't, and it makes for a very frustrating night for his opponent.
See, his stamina's so
I see his
low now when
opponent
we're
now.
hitting him.
If you notice, he's getting a little
taking a
tentative.
large,
He's afraid to let the punches go because
big shot
when
like
he
that.
misses, he's worried he's going to leave it
He
open.
might be able to
Lands
he might have to
flush
knock
with
him
the
down.
combination upstairs.
Probably not. But no, like,
Not able to land the head.
he's so wild. You can see the punches coming from a mile away.
Hits him in the mug with the right. Oh, a nice two-punch combo by Pernell Whitaker. Needs to improve that accuracy. Missed with the headshot.
He's using so much stamina. I don't see how he's going to finish the whole 12 rounds. But then again, I don't think we can stop him. I just
Reaching the halfway point of round number 6.
Great shot.
Good job.
Pernell Whitaker's movement helped out there. He avoided that punch.
The left hand has been so good, hitting him every time. Not every time, like most of the shots we wanted to land, we've landed.
Focus.
Brilliant.
Focus.
Blocking that punch. Very good defense by
That was a good
Pernell
shot
Whitaker.
there. That's a good idea as well, going for the body, because he throws
Whitaker's almost
so much
looking
body
foolish
shots,
that
but
time
his
in
stamina
this
is obviously so
zone.
low.
Chavez's defense is paying
Body
off
shots
now.
in this game take
Here's
stamina,
something that's
not
a key
your health.
factor now. That is his ability to simply defend.
That's a good shot there, quick combo.
What a hook to the
He's down
body.
like the other
And
day.
he is
Look at the combo,
down
3
in
combo
bad
to the body.
shape.
He had no chance.
Let's see. Let the fist go. Let him go.
I don't think he'll go down straight away,
Down
because
he
his
goes,
stats
but
are
he's going to
quite high
continue
for
on,
recovery, you know?
beating the count.
He's still not moving enough. Come on now. Move.
obviously I don't think this will happen in real life, of course not, it went the whole 12, but it's interesting to see what
Off
happens.
to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs.
It looks like his stamina is like
Final 10
nearly gone.
seconds of
Like
the
6
6th
rounds
round.
into a fight, you'd think there'd be a bit more
He
conservative
is
with his
staggered
stamina, but
and
he's just gone
stumbling.
punches galore from the off. No regard about
And
his
round
stamina.
6 comes to an end.
But 8%
Guess
level
Whitaker's
recovery as
probably
well.
trying to assess
Obviously
things
he's
right
cut,
now
but,
as
like,
that
he's
round
got
comes to an end. I
39%
think it's a
health,
close,
we've got
good, solid
84%.
fight that he's still very much in.
Yeah,
But I
like
do
the 7th
think he's on
round,
the downside. of
we're
the
obviously
scorecard.
fresher
Yeah, but
as
the
well.
most
So
important thing is he has to know that.
I'm still not
See,
convinced
that's
that
the
we're
thing.
gonna
Can a fighter be honest with himself? And
finish him
that's
off
where the
there.
corner comes in. Somebody has to whisper in his ear and say, hey, listen, you might think you're in this place, but the reality, you're not.
He's punching away, even though he's been
It's a good combo
stunned.
there.
Hook,
I think
and
we've put him
yet
down.
another big
Straight
shot
into
comes in. And once again, he
So this time it's a bit
goes
different
down.
because
The
obviously hit him
question
obviously
is,
on the head.
can he
Where
rise up
the
again?
first time it was a body shot. He looks done. Right in the corner. Is he gonna get him?
And
He's
it's
down.
over.
Fight's
Look at this.
over.
Pernell
That's quite
Whitaker's
surprising.
bombs away
Didn't think we was
once
gonna stop
again.
him.
Knockout
Honestly didn't.
victory for him.
So yeah, like let's look at the scorecards as well. Look at the wins.
You know, Teddy,
So we won the
ago, when
last
we put up
3
your
rounds.
scorecard on the screen,
3 rounds
I
on 2
noticed somebody from his corner
scorecards, 2
looking up
rounds
at the big
on the middle
jumbotron here in the
scorecard.
arena. They
So it
knew
was
he was
obviously
losing
getting
this
closer
fight.
as
Yeah,
well.
but
The first 3
that's
rounds,
smart use of
yeah, obviously
information.
Chavez
They
was better than
got it
us,
to
but
him,
he
they
didn't really
let
land
him know,
anything
and they got the
worth of
results
note.
they wanted. They
Obviously
needed.
it's good to
The
see the stats
result,
here
a
as well.
knockout victory.
As you can see, the
I'm
counter
Joe
was quite
Score for
impressive as
Teddy
well.
Atlas saying thanks for
Apparently we
being
didn't
with
land
us,
any power
and enjoy
shots
the rest of your
in
night.
that fight. So basically on this game, if you hold the right bumper, that counts as a power shot. We don't think we even needed to really, to be honest. Yeah, but we didn't throw. Look how many punches he threw. 601 punches. We only threw 298 the whole fight, and we got 2 knockdowns from it. So sometimes it's about quality punches over quantity. Anyway, this has been my Pernell Whitaker, Julio Cesar Chavez fight night prediction video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.